For years, fans have speculated about Jana Duggar's future. Would she follow the same path as her siblings, or carve out her own story? Now, with whispers of baby news surrounding her, the Duggar world is buzzing with one big question. Is Jana about to break family tradition? Jana Duggar isn't just another Duggar daughter. She's the oldest daughter of Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar, and for years, she's carried the unique label of the Cinderella Duggar. While her siblings married young, moved out, and started families of their own, Jana stayed at home, often helping to raise her younger brothers and sisters. That choice, or circumstance, has made her stand out in the family narrative. Fans have long wondered, was this her decision, or the weight of Duggar expectations? And now, with new rumors swirling about baby news connected to Jana, the conversation takes on a whole new level of intrigue. Why does it matter? Because in Duggar culture, everything about family, courtship, and children ties directly into faith, tradition, and image. If Jana truly is stepping into motherhood, whether through marriage, adoption, or another path, it could mark a huge shift, not just for her, but for how people view the Duggar legacy as a whole. When you think of the Duggar family, one name almost always comes up in conversation: Jana Marie Duggar, the oldest daughter of Jim, Bob, and Michelle. Born in January 1990, Jana grew up in one of the most famous, and at times controversial, families in reality television. From a very young age, her life was shaped by the spotlight, as cameras captured the day-to-day routines of the ever-expanding Duggar household. On 19 Kids and Counting and later Counting On, fans watched Jana grow up in front of the world. Unlike some of her siblings, who eagerly shared their stories on screen, Jana carried herself with a quiet strength. She wasn't the sibling who craved attention or drama. Instead, she often faded into the background, taking on responsibilities that set her apart. One of the defining roles Jana played within the family was that of a caretaker. Viewers frequently noticed how she stepped in as a second mom, helping with everything from homeschooling to meal prep, diaper changes to bedtime routines. With so many younger brothers and sisters, Jana became a natural nurturer, something that didn't go unnoticed by fans. Many admired her patience and maturity, while others raised questions about the weight of responsibility placed on her shoulders at such a young age. But perhaps the biggest reason Jana's journey has fascinated audiences is because of how different her path has been compared to her siblings. In a family where courtships, engagements, weddings, and babies seemed to come in rapid succession, Jana stood out. She didn't marry in her late teens or early 20s. She didn't rush into starting a family of her own. Instead, she remained single well into her 30s, a rarity in Duggar world. This difference sparked endless rumors and speculation. Over the years, tabloids and fan forums linked her to several rumored courtships: family friend Lawson Bates, pilot Caleb Williams, and even a few lesser-known names. But Jana never confirmed any of it. If anything, her silence revealed more about her personality than words ever could. Jana has always valued privacy and independence, carefully guarding her personal life in a family where so little is kept behind closed doors. Her journey so far paints a picture of someone who has quietly challenged expectations. While many of her siblings followed a well-worn path, Jana carved out her own, staying true to herself in the face of outside pressure and endless public curiosity. Now, let's dive into the heart of the speculation: the baby news itself. Rumors about Jana Duggar possibly expecting have been circulating online, fueled by small hints, social media whispers, and the fact that Jana has always been the most mysterious of the Duggar siblings. Fans are used to seeing Duggar family announcements come through carefully staged photos or coordinated posts, but with Jana, things have always been different. She doesn't follow the same patterns, which makes every little detail, whether it's a loose-fitting dress, a rare public appearance, or even silence on social media, a potential spark for speculation. What makes this moment so significant is how it collides with Duggar tradition. Nearly all of Jana's siblings married in their late teens or early 20s and quickly welcomed children, often back-to-back. The Duggar family has long been known for its culture of early marriage, large families, and very traditional gender roles. In that context, Jana's life path, remaining single into her 30s, already set her apart. If the baby news is true, it wouldn't just be about a new child entering the family. It would represent Jana making a huge step in her own time, on her own terms. For years, the Duggar household has symbolized a family tradition of having many children and embracing motherhood almost immediately after marriage. Jana's story could challenge or even redefine that narrative. Instead of rushing into the mold, she has waited. And now, if the rumors are real, her timing reflects a break from that generational script. It sends a powerful message that women, even in conservative environments, can take control of their own timelines rather than living under the pressure of expectation. This also ties into a broader cultural shift happening outside the Duggar bubble. Across the country, more women from strict religious or conservative homes are stepping away from rigid roles and creating their own definitions of success, family, and fulfillment. If Jana truly is expecting, it becomes more than just personal news. It becomes symbolic of a changing tide, where women like her refuse to be defined solely by the blueprint handed down to them. Of course, fan reactions have been mixed. Social media has lit up with chatter, some expressing excitement and support, while others question the validity of the rumors. Longtime followers point out how much they admire Jana's independence and resilience, with comments cheering her on for doing things differently. At the same time, critics wonder whether this is yet another case of fans reading too much into speculation without hard evidence. But one thing's for sure, Jana's life choices, whatever they may be, continue to spark strong feelings and conversations far beyond her immediate circle. When we step back and look at the bigger picture, Jana Duggar's possible choices and the rumors surrounding her don't just affect her life. They ripple out into the broader Duggar family image, something Jim, Bob, and Michelle have carefully managed for decades. The Duggar parents built their public identity on traditional values: early marriages, large families, strict modesty, and unwavering faith. But as their children grow older and begin carving out individual lives, that control has started to slip. For years, Jim, Bob, and Michelle's influence shaped not only their household, but also how the world saw them. Every courtship, every wedding, and every baby announcement was framed as proof of a biblical lifestyle that worked. But when their children, especially the older girls, step away from that mold, it raises questions. How much longer can the Duggar brand hold up under the weight of individuality? We've already seen Jill Duggar take bold steps, speaking out about her upbringing and even writing a memoir that challenged her parents' narrative. Jana Duggar, too, broke away, moving to California, embracing new faith perspectives, and openly discussing how she left behind the stricter elements of her childhood beliefs. Each time one of the Duggar daughters chooses a different path, it chips away at the unified image Jim, Bob, and Michelle tried to project. And now comes Jana. If she were to have a child outside of marriage, or even simply remain unmarried while still becoming a mother, it would represent a seismic shift. This wouldn't just be a quiet personal choice. It would set a precedent within a family where tradition has always been upheld at all costs. The public fascination with Jana's rumored pregnancy is less about the baby itself and more about what it symbolizes: the possibility of breaking the ultimate Duggar rule. Media outlets and fans alike recognize the weight of this moment. The first unmarried Duggar daughter pregnancy rumor is a headline that almost writes itself, and it captures exactly why people remain so captivated by this family. It's not just about Jana's story, but about what her story might mean for all the Duggar siblings who are still caught between family expectations and personal freedom. As we wrap up, let's quickly recap what we've covered. Jana Duggar's journey has always stood out. Her decision to remain unmarried into her 30s, her role as caretaker within the Duggar household, and now the swirl of baby news rumors that challenge the family's long-held traditions. These conversations highlight not just the curiosity surrounding Jana's personal life, but also the bigger picture of how the Duggar legacy continues to evolve. At the end of the day, Jana Duggar's story is about more than family tradition. It's about carving your own path, even under the weight of public expectations. Whether the baby news is true or not, it sparks an important conversation about individuality, choice, and change within one of America's most famous families. With that said, Thanks for watching, and until next time.